Thank you for listening to the Golden Hour Drip podcast with me, Logan Lee Miller. Enjoy the show. Welcome back to the Golden Hour Drip podcast. I'm your host, Logan Lee Miller, and today is our first ever mini drip. So this used to be called our Fast Fridays, and you had to be an exclusive email lister to gain access to these episodes. To make it more convenient for others, I've decided that I am going to be uploading these as listenable episodes on Spotify and anywhere you get your podcast. And then also the videos will be on YouTube as well. So there's a bunch of content if you have not been subscribed to our email list to catch up on. Our email list has definitely grown a lot, and I wanted to make it more convenient for those who did subscribe to the email list because it was all on YouTube as like private links, but sometimes it would like close out when people were trying to listen on their run, and I just wanted to make it more convenient, honestly, for everyone. We will still have an email list, and it will announce all of our upcoming events or anything I need to get out to you guys exclusively. So be sure to still subscribe to the email list if you have not already. It is in the description down below. But yeah, so today is the first ever mini drip, doing a little bit of a rebrand. And this mini episode is gonna be about ill-prepared. I love to be prepared. I love to make a list. But it seems like I'm running around with my head cut off more and more than normal. And I usually have like this really great idea on like, this is how it's gonna work, and I'm gonna like be so planned out, and then I fail to actually like execute the deliverables that need to be done in order for me to have like a very stress-free situation, right? And right now I'm talking about packing suitcases. I don't know why, but I always wait until the last minute. Maybe it's because I don't know. I really don't know. I've been trying to get down to the bottom of it. Maybe it is because I don't have enough clothes that I feel like super comfortable in or like amazing and I love, because they're always dirty, and then I feel like I need to do laundry, and then I need to clean the house to prepare for the trip. And so my suitcase is always like the last to be packed. Right now I'm recording this episode. It is currently 11:56. That is so sad. So I just got done packing. I was waiting for a load of laundry to get out of the dryer, and I was able to like get it all packed in there. The only thing that needs to be packed is my phone charger and my Apple Watch charger. I have like a little like 3-in-1 charger, so it charges my AirPods, my Apple Watch, and my phone, except for it's kind of like not working right now because I have this pop socket on my phone. So like the pop socket doesn't allow the like charger to charge. So then I've had a separate charger for my phone, but traveling, like I'm not gonna take the entire charger. So I literally need to pack my individual chargers. But right now, like one is being used for my iPad, so I gotta pack those. And also this is a middle of the week trip. I will be headed out on Wednesday. Headed out Thursday. Oh my gosh. I was supposed to pack on Wednesday. It's now Thursday. We're heading out Thursday morning at 3 a.m. is when we're leaving our house to get to Kansas City. And I have got to pack like my work computer. Well, if you take a carry-on bag, or we're taking 2 carry-on bags, you cannot also have a purse. So somehow I need to fit my purse in my work bag, bring 2 work laptops along with my suitcase filled with Thursday through Monday clothing. This stresses me out so much. I don't know why. Like maybe it's being a female and needing multiple outfits. I guess really this episode is about being high maintenance when you want to be a low maintenance girly, but you really like being a high maintenance girly. I love to have all the things. I like to have my skincare. I like to have my hair products. Crap, I didn't even pack any additional hair products. All I packed was my like Redken 101 spray serum. I don't know. I have not packed any curling irons or anything like that. So my hair, whew, we might be doing braids or something, honestly. Oh, that is so sad. But I love to have all my stuff. I take pride in collecting my skincare. I just had a skin treatment done on Tuesday. So I need to bring like the trifecta to make sure at least that cuts down on my skincare, because my esthetician told me that I could only use like these 3 things for the next 7 days. And I'll also have minimal makeup, so mascara only, not really any face things. So I guess I should count my blessings in that area. But my sister-in-law, she sent me the list, which she is a blessing, honestly. She's like, just so you guys know, I thought this might help you both for packing. Love how I changed my voice, right? Like, oh, because she is a sweet girl. She's like, Thursday, work and ball game, weather permitting. Friday, work and pool. Dinner will be casual. Like, this is what I need. I love to have like the nitty gritty. What are we doing? Because that helps me, honestly, minimize my packing, because I wait until the last minute and I want to throw everything in my suitcase, but it has to be like a carry-on suitcase. So I'm wanting to do too much. I want to overstuff it. I want to overplan. It's a part of like my overthinking brain where I'm like, oh my gosh, like what if this happens, or what if this happens? I'm also supposed to be starting my period like tomorrow. So what if I packed white shorts? What if that becomes a disaster? I don't know. Like, there is so many things that go into being a girl and trying to pack on this trip. Garrett literally packed in 3 seconds, and I'm like, what? How are you done? He took a shower and got in bed. I'm like, are you kidding me right now? Like, I literally like agonized over what I was going to be putting in this suitcase. Like, I went through every single situation in my head, because I'm having to pack for like my work day, right? Like, I'm working Thursday and Friday. I'm also going to be in the pool. I don't have a cover up. Like, I haven't ordered one for the summer yet. I know we're in full swing, but like, usually I don't go swimming in public. Like, nobody really sees my body except for my husband and my family. And I know they're my family too, but it's different because we're going to be at like a public pool. So I'm a little nervous, honestly. And I was talking to Garrett. I was like, oh my gosh, like, I need to pack so much. I'm so glad that like Riley sent over what we're gonna wear, because I just didn't know, and I'm waiting until the last minute, right? Like, I'm trying to get it all packed, but it's because I like to think of myself as a very decisive person, but when it comes to like packing things or preparing for upcoming events, I can be very indecisive. And I think a lot of people can relate to this. Maybe you can relate to this, but I just feel like I want to have choices. I want to have options, and I like having all the things. I like to be able to check in with my body and think, oh, like, what do I want? Like, I would love to be a Serena, but I am definitely a Blair. Like, Serena could probably pack like a little like bag, like a shoulder bag, and be good for the weekend. Like, Blair, she's more like me, like type A. I honestly, growing up, I love all the like the super cute summer beach movies, right? Like, I adore them. I think they're so awesome, where it's like, oh, like this low maintenance girly, and they go and pack their bags. Like Mamma Mia, okay, that's one of my favorite summer movies. And if you watch Mamma Mia 2, where like the main character, Donna, she just graduated and she's gonna go travel abroad, and she literally packs like this little suitcase, all of her most prized possessions, and she goes overseas and it's like living a whole summer. I blame social media, because she probably wore the same tank top or the same shorts, and nobody looked at her twice. Like, it was fine. I would love to be that sort of low maintenance, but I just know in my core I'm not. But I think I'm working on adapting certain things that that aesthetic is for my own self, right? Like, I am trying super, super hard to like minimize the packing, because really, what do you actually need? I like made a list, and I tried to only have like one for each outfit, only like one combination switch, which might seem like a lot, but since it's summer, like, it's shorts and a t-shirt or a tank top, and like that would be the variable. Or I can wear my sandals, or I can wear my tennis shoes, right? Like, that's what I'm talking about. And I'm also really mad because I had to figure out how to pack a pair of heels. Like, they're not very big, probably 3 inches, but I had to like shove them in my suitcase somehow. And I'm like, oh, the flats that Rowdy chewed up like 4 days ago would have been perfect for this. On top of that, I have to leave my dogs again. I don't know. I'm just feeling like a very type A situation right now. And I'm trying to find ways to be okay with like not everything being perfect and not always having all the things that I would need, because ultimately, like, I don't really need that much, but I want it, right? It's the comfort. And I think when we can get uncomfortable, and when we can push ourselves out of our comfort zone and try something new, and I specifically, when I bought my suitcase, I bought a slightly smaller suitcase. So instead of buying an adult carry-on suitcase, I bought a child's suitcase, which might seem counterintuitive if I like all my stuff and having all my stuff. One, it was very cute. It's lime green, okay? I'm tired of waiting for my suitcase to get off the carousel and not being able to recognize it. So I love, love, love the bright lime green. But it's also a child's suitcase, so I can only fit so much in there, and that helps me think about what is a priority. Because when it comes down to me overthinking things or trying to overpack, essentially I am allowing all the overthinking, all the clutter, and all of the indecisiveness to get in the way of what truly needs to be done and what actually needs to be packed. I've had this ever since I was a kid. I've always wanted to bring everything in the kitchen sink, but as an adult, I'm trying to recognize what is the most important. And this can be applied to your daily life as well. It does not just have to be applied to packing a suitcase. My couch right now has no less than 5 to 7, it's probably 7 pillows on my couch right now. Do I need all 7 pillows? Could I, take some of those out that don't necessarily fit the vibe and might just be there because it's comfortable, right? Like, your mugs, all the mugs that you have in your cupboard, do you use all those mugs? Do you actually need every single one of those mugs? On your morning commute, are you taking the most direct route, or are you like going over here and going over there and making this stop and honestly trying to do too much? Like, when you simplify things, then you can focus on the actual purpose of the meeting, of the event, of the situation, of the conversation. And I'm trying to tell myself, like, hey, will I actually need this? Like, if I bring a book, like, I would love to bring a book. I'm trying to talk myself out of bringing my book. I started Anna Takes Manhattan, which it's so good so far. But I'm thinking to myself, like, do I take the book? Do I put the book in my bag and try to stuff it in? Or do I think to myself, hey, like, I'm not going to use my book. I'm probably going to watch Netflix. Or do I bring my book because we're supposed to be out by the pool on Friday? Or should I use Netflix? It's actually thinking about what your priority is. What is the priority of this trip? It is to bond with my sister-in-law, to enjoy Chicago, and to go to NASCAR. So I'm going to try and minimize the amount of extra work that I'm bringing, right? Like, I could be bringing photos that need to be edited. I should be bringing, I could be bringing podcast stuff. I could be bringing extra work for the website, or I could be bringing extra projects for my day job. Like, there's so much that I could be bringing. I could be bringing the book. I could be bringing the book after that book, right? In case I read this book. When you overthink for all the scenarios, not all of them are going to happen. There's no way that all the scenarios are going to happen, and you're not going to have a perfect trip. And I always think to myself, if I overpack and if I bring everything that I could possibly want and overstuff my suitcase, that is not allowing anything to come into my suitcase, right? Like, that's not allowing anything that I might pick up, purchase, or find that I absolutely need in my life to come into my suitcase, right? Like, if I have it jam-packed, if I'm trying to do too much, if I'm overthinking situations, that doesn't give me the opportunity to buy a shirt at the NASCAR race or to pick up a book at the airport, right? Like, when we overthink, when we try to overpack, when we try to overstuff, or even wait until the last minute where our planning is not up to par, so we're just like throwing everything in there and it'll be fine, we're not allowing for the amazing part of life to happen to us, right? Or happen for us. We're not allowing for those awesome, amazing things to come into our life because we're too worried about the things that we are trying to control and the situation we're trying to control. So I urge you to take a look at your life. See what areas are you maybe overlooking because they're stressing you out. I would say I overlooked packing or planning because it stressed me out. And I wasn't able to have that energy placed that it needed, right? Like I didn't have enough in the tank. I had long work days this week. I have a lot going on and I wasn't able to allot the time. And that's okay. Sometimes it's not always all gonna work out. We might have to change, we might have to pivot, and that's okay. There's no point in getting embarrassed because it happens to everybody. It could be your job, it could be your career, like your studies, your schoolwork, your relationship, where you live, your suitcase, whatever it is, whatever you are struggling with right now or avoiding or feel like you're overthinking or overpacking, stop doing too much. I promise you, when you can isolate the priority and you can think, hey, like, what am I actually going to be needing? Be honest with yourself. I always pull out a note app, and if I can't write down all the things that I want to do and then like open a new note app, come back 30 minutes later and try and type it out again, if I cannot type out the exact list that I typed out before without looking at it, then whatever I forgot, I don't need. Or I make like a judgment call and I'm like, I actually do need that one thing, but the rest of them I don't need. That's a good trick to see if like you're doing too much or if there's too much on your list or you need to reprioritize. So I hope this was helpful. I hope that you apply it to any area of your life that you are needing it. I know that if my suitcase doesn't close, maybe I should take a few things out. I actually am going to make you a promise. I am taking out a t-shirt before I go to bed. All right, that's my promise to you. So if I can take out a t-shirt before a long weekend, you can take out whatever clutter is holding you back or making you stressed out or not allowing you to focus on your priorities. All right, you got this. Thank you for being a listener of the podcast. Be sure to subscribe to the email list if you haven't, and share this with a friend who might need to simplify. And, she might be a type A girly, like a need it all kind of girl. That's fine. That's the kind of girl I am. High maintenance. I like it. We like it. So that is it for this episode, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.